This is Max and Mia podcast.
Hey everyone! Welcome back to another episode of Max and Mia podcast. I'm Mia.
And I'm Max. Thanks for joining us today. Whether you're listening during your commute, at home, or maybe while you're out for a walk.
We're really glad you're here. It's always nice to know that people from different places tune in to spend some time with us.
Absolutely. We've been getting some lovely messages lately, and we truly appreciate you taking the time to reach out. It means a lot.
It does. So today we thought we'd dive into something a little different.
That's right. We're going to listen to a conversation between two friends who haven't seen each other in quite a while.
Exactly. They're catching up and comparing how their lives have changed over the past 5 years. You know, the kind of conversation we've all had at some point. Looking back at where we were and reflecting on where we are now.
It's fascinating, isn't it? Some things improve, others perhaps not as much. But it's always interesting to see how life unfolds.
Definitely. And what makes this conversation particularly useful is that you'll hear them using comparisons of equality, the as structure. It's one of those grammar points that can be tricky for learners.
Right. Many people struggle with it because it works differently from other comparison forms. But once you get the hang of it, it becomes quite natural.
So, pay close attention to how they use it throughout their conversation. It'll help you understand the structure in a real, practical context.
All right then, let's listen to Sarah and Tom as they reconnect and talk about their lives.
Hey, Tom. Oh my God, is that really you?
Oh, hey, Sarah. Yes, it's me. Wow, how long has it been?
I think 5 years, maybe more. I can't believe it.
5 years, yeah. Time just flies, doesn't it? You look great, by the way.
Oh, thanks. You too. So, what have you been up to? Are you still living in the city?
Actually, no. I moved back to my hometown about 3 years ago. It was a big change, you know.
Really? I didn't expect that. I remember you loved the city life.
I did, but honestly, it's not as exciting as it used to be for me. Or maybe I'm just not as young as I was.
Oh, come on. We're not that old. But I get it. Things change. Are you happier there?
Yeah, I think so. Life is definitely slower, which I appreciate now. My job isn't as stressful as my old one either. I'm working remotely for a design company, so I have more flexibility.
That sounds amazing, actually. I'm still stuck in the office 5 days a week. It's exhausting.
Oh, no, really? Is it the same company?
Same one, yeah. The pay is better than before, but the workload? It's not as manageable as it was back then. They keep adding more projects.
That's rough. Are you at least enjoying what you do?
Sort of. I mean, it's not as fulfilling as I thought it would be. 5 years ago, I was so passionate about it, you know? But now it just feels like a job.
I totally understand. I felt the same way before I left. Sometimes I wonder if I should have made the change sooner.
Well, good for you for doing it. I keep thinking about it, but I don't know. It's scary.
It is. But honestly, my life isn't as chaotic as it was, and that's been worth it. What about outside of work? Are you still with, what was his name? Daniel?
Oh God, no. That ended like 4 years ago. I'm actually seeing someone new now. His name's Marco. We've been together for about a year.
Oh, that's great. How's that going?
It's good. He's sweet, not as outgoing as Daniel was, but I think that's actually better for me. We're more, I don't know, balanced?
That's important. I'm happy for you.
Thanks. What about you? Anyone special?
Not at the moment. I was dating someone for a while, but it didn't work out. It's fine, though. I'm not as worried about being single as I used to be.
Fair enough. You seem more relaxed about everything, actually.
Yeah, I think I am. Moving back home helped with that. My apartment isn't as big as my old place, but it's cozy and way cheaper, which is nice.
I bet. Rent in the city is insane now. I'm paying almost double what I was 5 years ago.
Seriously? That's crazy.
I know, but I don't want to move. I'm close to everything. My friends are here. I guess I'm not as adventurous as you.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. You've built a life there.
True. Sometimes I feel like I'm not as happy as I could be, you know? Like something's missing.
I felt like that too. Maybe it's just part of getting older, figuring out what actually matters.
Yeah, maybe. Do you ever miss the city?
Sometimes. The restaurants, the concerts, all that. But honestly, my weekends aren't as busy as they were. And I kind of love that now. I have time to just exist.
That sounds nice. I'm still running around every weekend. Brunch with friends, events, errands. It never stops.
Well, if you ever need a break, you should come visit. It's not as lively as the city, but it's peaceful.
I might take you up on that. It'd be good to get away.
Anytime. It's been really nice catching up, Sarah.
You too, Tom. Let's not wait another 5 years, okay?
Deal.
Well, that was quite a genuine conversation, wasn't it?
It really was. I think what stood out to me was how naturally they reflected on change without making it feel forced. Life genuinely does shift, and sometimes we don't notice until we look back.
Exactly. And if you caught it, they used comparisons of equality throughout. Things like not as stressful as, not as exciting as it used to be. It's subtle, but it's everywhere in everyday speech.
Right. The negative form especially tends to show up when we're talking about how things have changed or comparing past and present situations. It's worth paying attention to.
Now, before we move on, if you're finding this episode helpful, we'd really appreciate it if you could take a moment to like and subscribe. It helps us reach more people who are looking to improve their English, and it honestly makes a difference.
It does. We love creating these episodes for you, so any support means the world to us.
All right, so our next conversation is one that hits a bit closer to home for many of us.
It does. We're going to hear two friends talking about breakups, romantic ones specifically, but the language and situations they discuss can apply to any kind of relationship that's ended or changed. Friendships, family dynamics, even work relationships.
Exactly. And what makes this conversation particularly valuable is that you'll hear phrasal verbs being used naturally. Things like get over, move on, break up with, which are essential for talking about relationships in English.
You'll also notice reflexive pronouns like myself, yourself, and each other coming up. These are crucial when we talk about how we relate to ourselves and to other people, especially during difficult times.
So whether you've been through a breakup yourself or you're just preparing for real-life conversations, this one's going to give you practical language you can actually use.
Let's listen in.
Hey, Jake. Thanks for meeting me. I really needed to get out of the house.
Of course. You sounded pretty down on the phone. What's going on?
It's over. Alex and I broke up last week.
Oh, no, Emma. I'm really sorry. What happened?
Honestly, we weren't working anymore. We kept arguing about the same things over and over. It was exhausting.
That's rough. How are you holding up?
I don't know. Some days I feel okay, like I can move on, and other days I keep thinking about all the good times we had, you know?
Yeah, I get that. It's hard to let go of someone you cared about. Have you talked to each other since?
Not really. We texted a bit to sort out practical stuff, who gets what, that kind of thing. But we haven't actually spoken. I think we both need space.
That's probably smart. Jumping straight into being friends rarely works out.
Exactly. I need to focus on myself for a while. I realized I kind of lost myself in that relationship.
What do you mean?
Like, I was always trying to make Alex happy, you know? I stopped doing things I loved because they weren't interested. I gave up so much of myself.
That's not healthy, Emma. You deserve to be with someone who supports you, not someone you have to change yourself for.
I know. It's just hard to see that when you're in it. Looking back now, I can see all the signs.
Don't beat yourself up about it. We've all been there. I stayed in a relationship way longer than I should have because I kept telling myself things would get better.
How did you finally get over it?
Time, mostly, and keeping myself busy. I threw myself into work, started going to the gym more, reconnected with old friends. Eventually, I stopped thinking about her every day.
How long did that take?
A few months, maybe. Everyone's different, though. Don't pressure yourself to feel better right away.
Yeah, easier said than done. I feel like I should be over it already.
It's only been a week. Come on, give yourself a break.
You're right. I hate feeling like this. I hate that I still care.
That's normal. You can't just turn off your feelings, but you'll get through this, I promise.
Thanks, Jake. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Hey, that's what friends are for. We look out for each other, right?
Right. So, any advice? What helped you the most?
Honestly, cutting off contact. I know it sounds harsh, but every time I checked their social media or saw their posts, it set me back. I had to stop myself from reaching out.
I've been doing that too. Checking Instagram, I mean. It's like I can't help myself.
You need to block them. Seriously. Out of sight, out of mind.
That feels so final, though.
It is. But that's the point. You're not giving yourself a chance to heal if you're constantly reminded of them.
You're probably right. I'll think about it.
Also, don't isolate yourself. I made that mistake. I pushed everyone away and just sat at home feeling sorry for myself. It made everything worse.
I've been doing a bit of that. I just don't feel like seeing people.
I get it, but you need to push through. Call me. Call your other friends. We'll keep you busy.
Thanks. I'll try. It's just everything reminds me of them. You know? Places we went, songs we listened to, even stupid TV shows.
Yeah, that's the worst part. But eventually, those things won't hurt as much. You'll make new memories.
I hope so. I just want to feel like myself again.
You will. Just be patient with yourself. And remember, you're not alone in this.
Thanks, Jake. Really.
Anytime. Now, how about we get some food? My treat.
You know what? That sounds perfect.
That conversation really captured how difficult it is to navigate a breakup, didn't it?
It did. One thing I found particularly useful was how naturally Jake used phrasal verbs like get over, move on, and throw yourself into something. These aren't just for breakups. They're essential for talking about any major life transition.
Absolutely. And notice how both of them used reflexive pronouns throughout. Focus on myself. Give yourself a break. Look out for each other. When we're discussing personal growth or relationships, these pronouns become incredibly important for expressing who's affected by our actions.
Right? It's that distinction between what we do to ourselves versus what we do with or for others.
Now, let's move to our final conversation of the day. This one's between a couple, and they're discussing something that I think many of us have experienced, especially after this past year.
Burnout. They're talking about work stress, feeling overwhelmed, and how challenging 2025 has been for them. It's a very real conversation that a lot of people are having right now.
And what you'll notice here is how they use quantifiers. Words like too much, too many, a little, a few, to express the intensity of what they're dealing with. These small words make a big difference in how we communicate our feelings and needs.
They're crucial for being specific about problems. There's a real difference between saying I have work and I have too much work, isn't there?
Exactly. So listen carefully to how they navigate this conversation and express what they're going through.
Let's hear from Lisa and David.
Hey, you're home late again. How was work?
Exhausting. I'm so drained, David. I can't keep doing this.
That bad, huh? What happened?
It's just, there's too much going on. Too many projects, too many meetings, not enough time to actually get anything done.
Sounds like they're piling too much on you again.
They are. And the worst part is, I feel like I can't say no. Everyone's struggling, so if I don't take it on, who will?
That's not your responsibility, though. You need to set some boundaries.
I know, but it's easier said than done. My manager keeps saying we just need to push through a little longer, but it's been like this for months now.
A little longer? Lisa, you've been burning out since last summer. This whole year has been too much.
Tell me about it. I barely have any energy left when I get home. I just want to shut down.
I've noticed. You're not yourself lately. When was the last time you actually relaxed?
I don't even remember. Maybe a few weeks ago? Even on weekends, I'm thinking about work.
That's not healthy. You need to switch off sometimes.
I try, but my phone keeps going off. There's always something urgent that needs dealing with.
Can you turn off notifications after a certain time?
I could, but then I feel guilty, like I'm letting people down.
You're not letting anyone down. You're a human being, not a machine. You need rest.
I'm just so tired, David. I wake up tired, I go to bed tired. I don't have enough time for anything anymore. Not for us, not for myself.
Hey, come here. Listen, something's got to change. This isn't sustainable.
I know, but what am I supposed to do? Quit? We need the money.
I'm not saying quit, but maybe you could talk to your manager about reducing your workload or taking some time off to recharge.
I've got a few days of leave left, but I've been saving them for emergencies.
This is an emergency, Lisa. You're burning out completely. A few days away might help you get some perspective.
Maybe you're right. I just feel like if I step away, everything will fall apart.
It won't. And if it does, that says more about the company than about you. They shouldn't be relying on one person so heavily.
You sound like my therapist.
You've been talking to your therapist about this?
A little bit, yeah. She says I need to work on setting limits and not taking on so much responsibility.
She's right. You can't keep carrying everyone else's problems.
I know, but it's hard. I care about the work we do.
That's great, but you matter too. You can't pour from an empty cup.
God, that's such a cliche.
It is, but it's true. When was the last time we did something fun together?
Too long ago. I can't remember.
Exactly. We used to go out, see friends, do things. Now you're working all the time and I'm just here.
I'm sorry. I feel like I'm neglecting you.
Don't apologize. I'm not mad. I'm just worried. I miss you.
I miss me, too. I miss having enough energy to enjoy things.
So let's figure this out together. What do you need?
Honestly, a break. A real one. Where I don't check my emails or think about deadlines.
Then take one. Book a few days off. We could go somewhere, just the two of us.
That sounds amazing, actually.
Good. And when you get back, you need to have a serious conversation with your boss about your workload.
You're right. I've been putting it off because I don't want to seem weak.
It's not weak to admit you're overwhelmed. It's human. And honestly, any decent manager would appreciate the honesty.
I hope so.
I just need to work up the courage to do it.
You will, and I'll be here supporting you, okay?
Thanks, David. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Well, lucky for you, you don't have to find out. Now, how about we order some food and just relax tonight?
That sounds perfect.
That was a powerful conversation. I think many of us can relate to what Lisa's going through.
Absolutely. What stood out to me was how she used quantifiers to express exactly how overwhelmed she felt. Too much work, too many meetings, not enough time. These words help us be specific about our struggles.
Right. And David's support was important too. Notice how he encouraged her to set boundaries and take action with phrasal verbs like switch off, work up the courage, and figure this out.
It's a reminder that communication is essential, especially when we're struggling. Being able to articulate what we need makes all the difference.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's episode. We hope these conversations gave you some practical language you can use in your own life.
Remember, learning a language isn't just about grammar rules and vocabulary lists. It's about hearing how real people communicate in real situations.
Exactly. So continue listening, continue practicing, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how we all improve.
If you found this episode helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with anyone who's working on their English. It really helps us reach more learners.
Thanks so much for spending your time with us today. We'll be back soon with more conversations and practical English lessons.
Until next time, take care of yourselves.
And stay curious.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.